AM 1220, KHTS, your hometown station. We're back on the Nonprofit Spotlight Show, thanks to Whitening Lightning. Check out their Super Booster Whitening Pen at whiteninglightning.com. We are here with today's guest, and again, I really appreciate you guys coming out on a Tuesday, not my normal day, but thrilled to have you here, Remo Belli and Alyssa Janney. And Remo, we want to get into a little bit of a conversation about, we're talking, highlighting the SCV Community Coalition. So tell me what that is and who's involved here in Santa Clarita, what nonprofits?
Well, let me give you the broader picture first.
All right.
And why it then leads to that.
Perfect.
Because in the 30 years of research that was supported by, like what I've already shared with you, science, we now we now practice in 4 major areas.
All right.
The one area is what we call recreational. It's just a typical friendly drum circle in which the whole idea is just to have some fun, just to relax, and not get too serious, and so on and so forth. And the other area that we deal with then is education. And in education, we're not interested in music education, although it is superb and very good. We're interested in modifying behavior. So we deal with behavioral modification programs that deal with letting teaching, allowing teaching to happen. Which is
that's useful in a lot of classroom settings, isn't it?
Yes, and
yes.
then from there we go to medicine. And medicine, we then explore the general wellness factor, the general healthy aspects of what we're doing, and we deal a great deal with the entire population, including all the disabilities.
Oh, wonderful.
We then deal with specifically at-risk populations. We have gone into all the trenches that you can imagine. In school districts, we deal with prisons. We deal with the entire population that has to do with that risk. We've been to Iraq 3 times. We were at we were in
You guys
New
are
Orleans.
invested
We
in
were
this.
in New York. We were everywhere.
Wow.
That the whole idea that we now. My demographic is everyone that's alive.
I love that.
Well, it's an interesting thing, but because if thought is given to it and what we do, that's what it is.
Every population can be benefited from this.
Well, I think I have no idea where the identification with drums and that became kind of a hippie kind of a thing to do, and I've now dealt with all populations. I really have over the 30 years.
Wow.
And once that population gets over the original, I can't do it, I have no rhythm, I have no voice, I can't do anything. It's very interesting on how they do get involved.
Absolutely.
And derive something from it. And so this is what we continue to see. I compare it to the tennis racket.
Okay.
Meaning that you buy a tennis racket with the hopes of maybe playing a game of tennis now and then.
You've seen me.
But you don't aspire to become a tennis pro. I think we in the music products industry have misconceived the instruments, because now we say we'd like to have you play a musical instrument. And playing a musical instrument can be intimidating due to a lot of circumstances. I'm only interested in your using a musical instrument.
Very big difference.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes. So you're using the musical instrument to accomplish another goal.
Absolutely.
Other than learning how to play.
I like that, because I could use a lot of different instruments.
Yes.
I play piano, but not well, but I get that. Yes.
Well, most people are challenged by the whole idea of playing a musical instrument for a number of different reasons. But insofar as using a musical instrument, and if you allow yourself to relax and just don't care how you play,
Or how it sounds.
it's very interesting on how the results can be.
I like that. And again, that's you and your
Yes.
associates thinking outside the box,
Yes.
not the traditional way to approach an instrument,
Yeah,
but
well-
finding another use for it.
Yes, playing a musical instrument is great.
Sure.
It really does do what it's supposed to do if you can reach that point. But if
we
you
all-
can't, we traditionally said if you can't play, don't play,
Okay.
which didn't make it. So
Well, no, it's like not everybody can be a Major League Baseball player. Not everybody can be a Hall of Fame football player, you know. But there is something for everyone there to be able to gain from it, from the instrument. So I like that. We are here on the Nonprofit Spotlight Show, a very different show today on Tuesday, but we are here thanks to Whitening Lightning. Check out their Super Booster Whitening Pen at whiteninglightning.com. We are highlighting the SCV Community Coalition. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. We're back on the special edition of the Nonprofit Spotlight Show. We are highlighting the SCV Community Coalition, and if you want more information, you can go to their Facebook page, that is Remo.Health Rhythms. Google that, and that'll come up. Like their page so you can get more information about the wonderful work that they're doing here in Santa Clarita. We are back in our conversation with Remo Belli and Alyssa Janney. Alyssa, we want to talk about the coalition in relation to the at-risk population a little more in depth.
Okay. Well, the coalition is a group of nonprofits in Santa Clarita, and we realize that Santa Clarita is a really nonprofit-dense community.
Yes, we are.
There's a lot of people here wanting to try to make the world a better place for people, and it's a wonderful place, since it's also our home, to try to make Santa Clarita an example for the rest of the United States. And so what we wanted to do was to use our core competencies, which is the use of rhythm for
Right.
improving a person's well-being, and be able to provide resources to the community so that the nonprofit organizations can take their missions and find a way to use these tools to enhance what they do
Wonderful.
within the community. And with regards to at-risk youth, one of the organizations that's gotten involved is the Action
Family.
Academy.
Okay.
So they have been using the program, and they're finding that it's a very useful tool. And it's not that the use of rhythm by itself is miraculous. It's when you integrate it with other strategies that it becomes this powerful tool for making change happen, for creating opportunities for transformation. And that's what they're doing at Action Academy. is
Wonderful.
They're using the Health Rhythms program, and I believe they'll also soon be using the Beat the Odds program, to create opportunities for those students to express themselves in ways that they may not have had the opportunity to before. So they're able to get things out that might not have come out in conventional talk therapy. But when you use the drum as an instrument of communication and expression, not requiring that people have words first, because a lot of times terrible things happen to us in life.
Sure.
And
And this
there's not-
generation, the younger generation, is not as verbal as they are technical.
That's very true.
Yes, it is.
Very
Yes, it
true.
is. Can you get some kid to talk on the phone? No.
Very true.
But in other ways, they can express their feelings or their emotions. I get that.
Right, and that's with the Health Rhythms program, that's one of the powerful things about it, is it first gives you an opportunity to express on the instrument. And then the process that is designed to give people the opportunity to invite them to share with members of the group, but within the support of the group setting. And so it levels the playing field, and it creates these wonderful opportunities for transformation.
I love that.
And that's the kind of thing that we've witnessed, happen across the country. And we teach a program called the Health Rhythms Adolescent Protocol,
Okay.
which was a health rhythms-based program that was actually a derivative of our regular health rhythms program that was specifically designed for at-risk youth in a juvenile rehabilitation environment.
Wow. Remo, you want to add something to that?
Well, I can add to that because we've had such a success with it because the drum is such an accessible instrument that if once we get involved with a number of people and share with them the fact that we could care less how they play, it becomes really truly very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get out of this intimidation, this is when it begins to work.
And I've been to one of your events where you had a variety of different types of drums and drum heads. They can be very accessible, very portable. I can see where that would be the vehicle to take out into the community in a lot of different settings.
Well, our responsibility was to make the tools that could allow the effort to occur.
Mm-hmm.
Had we not developed the instruments that would fit the occasion, then you didn't have something to use.
Understood.
And so that's where we've been very fortunate in having one of the better crews in the entire industry technically. And if you ever visit our plant, which I invite you to
I
do,
absolutely
I
will.
think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I
as
was
to,
floored by that big drum table. I thought that was the coolest thing. So if you have anything like that and more, I want to see it. I'm going to take you up on that.
Well, fundamentally, everything that we're talking about here, if you didn't have the equipment with which to accomplish what you want to, it wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we've been able to do.
Amazing.
So we deal with programs. And so unlike the rest of the industry, we have developed programs. We now, with the at-risk,
Mm-hmm.
we're now in 26,000 schools.
Wow.
Yes, and that's just part of the school population.
Sure.
So, and we've been at this now for 16 years, so it's nothing that we've done yesterday. It's and it's at the secondary school.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is, it's part in that program. It's a world
Music Drumming.
World music drumming, developed by a music educator in Wisconsin, Will Schmidt, and very effective. The letters of appreciation, use are very interesting to read, and they're all dealing with the subtleties of behavioral modification.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. A nice, unassuming way to get the effect that you're looking for.
Yes.
Kids are thinking they're having fun.
Yes.
They're playing, and they
Yes.
don't understand that we're working
Yes.
on changing
Yes.
undesirable behaviors. Gotta love that.
Yes, there are some teachers that would not go back into the classroom, and now they're going back.
Love that. We are here on the Nonprofit Spotlight Show, a fascinating conversation with Remo Belli and Alyssa Janney from the SCV Community Coalition. We're here by way of Whitening Lightning. Check out their Super Booster Whitening Pen at whiteninglightning.com. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.